Three more dates left in the career of John Cena. Tonight's his final appearance on Monday Night Raw, and to be honest, that is the only reason that the red brand is worth watching. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. But that's not a diss on the red brand, because let's be honest, no brand in professional wrestling is worth watching, whether it be red, blue, yellow, silver, whatever shitey colour Dynamite is, whatever they do in New Japan. I don't know what colour brands they have over there. Maybe they're all brown. Maybe they're brown brands, because brown is the same colour as shite, and that is exactly what professional wrestling these days is. But anyway, it is John Cena's final Raw tonight. He's got two more dates after tonight's show, Survivor Series, and then obviously Saturday night's main event. And how is John Cena going to, well, let's be honest, he's going to on a whimper. He is essentially just going to be heading into this last match, Saturday night's main event, with no storyline, no rivalry, no nothing. And it's just going to be a dead match against a tournament winner, which, that sucks. I mean, who wants to see that? Nobody. Who thought that was a good idea? Fucking nobody would have thought that was a good idea. It's like, if you look at WrestleMania main events, they've had build-up. You look at Austin Rock, yeah, one of the best main events in WrestleMania history, maybe the best, but you had a great build to that as well. It wasn't just the case of, the last SmackDown before Mania, The Rock won the final of a tournament and then they just put Rock and Austin in the same ring. Fuck no. You know, all the great matches, they have builds, they have rivalries, they have stories, and there's reasons to care. Now, we will care because it's John Cena's final match, but that's the only fucking reason. There's going to be no other reason other than that to care. Like, it's retarded. It is retarded at the end of the day. I refuse to believe that Triple H can't be this bad. I mean, well, maybe he is, I don't know. But there's nobody competent backstage. It's not difficult to book wrestling. Maybe it's difficult to book good wrestling, but it's not difficult to book mediocre wrestling, and Triple H can't even do that. He's just booking the worst shit that we've ever seen. So yeah, I mean, this My Time Is Now tournament will probably, based on the fact that we're still in, the last 16, and the speed that WWE goes at, I don't think we will know John Cena's opponent until the Raw, or maybe even the SmackDown. I think there's a chance that we won't know Cena's opponent. I think that the final of this tournament could happen on the SmackDown, the night before Saturday night's main event. And what? And Cena's not even going to be on SmackDown, and after tonight, Cena's not even going to be on Raw. Now, he will be at Survivor Series. Could they possibly have the final at Survivor Series, and then that way, at least Cena can interact? Because keep in mind, after tonight, Cena's only going to be on Survivor Series, and Saturday night's main event, his final match. So, unless they have the final of this tournament at Survivor Series, we're going to see no interaction at all between Cena and his opponent. That's just, it's fucking dumb. But anyway, tonight, Raw is live from Madison Square Garden, New York City, New York. I don't mind New York, but it's Madison Square Garden, you know, it's a big arena, big building, but it's not exactly enough. It's not going to get me excited. I'm not going to sit and watch Raw and think it's a great show just because it's happening in the Garden. Unfortunately, that's not the case. But yeah, here is the advertised lineup heading into the 17th of November, Monday night edition of Raw. As I take a sip of my Lucasade that has had the cap open for like 2 hours now, and it's just it's flat. It's fucking flatter than Raw. It's not good. It's flatter than, trying to think of a diva with a flat ass, and I can't. Flatter than an iron board, I don't know. It's definitely not flatter than Piper Niven, because she's fucking fat. Anyway, let's get to I fucking need to take another drink here. Choking. Wrestling's making me ill, I swear to God. Every time I talk about wrestling, throat gets dry. It's almost like it's telling me, maybe it's God's way of interacting with my body, and he's saying, Jamie, son of Scotland 90, Jambo Bear, do not watch this shite. But I'm a sucker for punishment, so I'm here every day, 24/7, to talk about wrestling. Anyway, here we go. John Cena will kick off the show. No complaints, Last week, the best thing about the show was the start. John Cena kicked it off. I wonder if Triple H will be here. Surely not. Surely for 2 weeks in a row. Do you think Triple H, though, will come out in Saturday Night Main Event? I bet you he will. Or maybe they'll just give Cena the ring himself, but I don't know. I mean, I remember Goldberg had his family out there, and then they just cut him off. A bit embarrassing. I bet you they wouldn't cut Triple H off, though. I guarantee you that. If it was Triple H's final match, fucking wouldn't have cut him off. Anyway, Cena's going to kick off the show. Good for him. Then we've got Nikki Bella explains to Stephanie Fakir why she attacked her. It's obvious though, isn't it? It's going to be so boring. Oh, I attacked you because you're the champion and I want the belt. I mean, that's it. That's the only fucking reason. Nothing more, nothing less. That's going to be it. We've got Becky Lynch versus Maxine Dupree for the Women's Intercontinental title. Again, I feel like we've seen this match about 10 times now. The first one was fine, and it was actually really good until they went about 10 minutes over. There was just no need for the match to go that long. Why not give us a surprising winner? Have Maxine Dupree win. Do something fresh. You know, it's supposed to be the mid-card Women's Championship. Why not have, here, mid-card women win it? Why not have lower-ranked women on the roster win it? There's an idea. Maybe you could do something along those lines. But nah, obviously Becky Lynch needs to win it because she thinks she's the greatest thing ever. Sports Illustrated said it. I mean, who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck what Sports Illustrated say. Fog Wrestling says you suck. Simple as. So yeah, we'll get this match. Do I think Maxine Dupree will win? Probably not. Do I think she should win? Yeah, why not? We've got Gunther taking on Siobhan Evans in the Last Time Is Now tournament. None of these guys deserve to face Cena, let's be honest. Gunther is like one of the worst, most overrated wrestlers I've ever seen. Every time he does that splash off the top rope, it makes me sick because we've seen a lot of greats do splashes and do like frog splashes and whatnot. I think Jimmy Snuka maybe was the first guy. You know, he done the Snuka fly, super fly. He did the splash off the top rope. Then obviously, you know, in more modern times, we had the 5-star frog splash from RVD. We had the Guerrero frog splash. I mean, 2 amazing frog splashes. And now we've got Gunther, who just looks like a big fucking fat pig flying through the air without wings. You know, it just doesn't look good at all. I'll go with Gunther to win though, because Siobhan Evans is an NXT jobber, and I just don't see how he's going to win. And we have Solo Sikoa taking on TBA. Don't know who this is going to be announced. The fact that it's to be announced though means it could be somebody good, because if it's somebody on the current roster, they're probably going to be shit. Now, there was a TBA on SmackDown, and it turned out to be Matt Cardona. He said he would never return to WWE Zack Ryder because Zack Ryder was dead. But lo and behold, what tune did we hear? Oh, radio, tell me everything I know. Yeah, we heard that. So obviously he's a sellout. He's a massive sellout. And who's going to be returning tonight? I think it can only be one person. I'm thinking Joe Hendry. Now, people will say it could be Trick Williams, it could be Obafemi, but the reason I don't think it will be them is because Siobhan Evans is in this tournament, and he's an NXT guy, and he wasn't TBA, they just announced him. So, the fact that it's TBA, that tells me it's going to be somebody from outside of WWE. Therefore, I'm thinking Joe Hendry. If not Joe Hendry, somebody for AAA. Now, you could argue, well, Joe Hendry is actually in WWE. He signed a new contract. He's an NXT guy. But yeah, that literally did just happen like in the past, couple of days. So I still think it could be Joe Hendry. If not Joe Hendry, probably somebody from AAA. But who knows? It could be like a Mike Santana, even though I don't think it will be. I mean, it could be. Either way, I think the TBA's got a good chance of winning this tournament because we don't know who it is. And that's why I think there's an opportunity. That's why I think it could happen. But in terms of who it should be or who it shouldn't be, I don't know. I'd like to see it be somebody fresh, but at the same time, it needs to be somebody who deserves to take on John Cena. The problem is, I just don't really think there's anybody in this tournament that deserves it. I'd love it to be Jericho, but Jericho's not a new star. I don't give a fuck. You know what? At least wrestling's dead. We ain't creating new stars. You got to get over it, guys. Right? Wrestling's never going to be good again. At least I would rather have Jericho Cena one last time. At least give us something good for the last 15 minutes of John Cena's career. Come on. But yeah, I mean, it could be. I don't think it will be Jericho because his contract hasn't expired yet. But I'm thinking it will be. What's his name? Joe Hendry. I'm thinking Joe Hendry. If not, it'll probably be somebody for AAA, like El Hideo del Finquino. I mean, I would vote for Alberto Del Rio. I mean, why not? It could be him. You think about it. They brought back Matt Cardona with his old persona, Zack Ryder. So instead of Al Patron, maybe we'll get Alberto Del Rio back. It could be him. And because I don't know who TBA is going to be, I'm going to go with TBA to beat Solo Sikoa because Solo Sikoa fucking sucks. And even though TBA could suck as well, there's a chance that they might not. So I'm going to go TBA to beat Solo Sikoa. I'm going to go with Gunther to beat Siobhan Evans. And screw it, Madison Square Garden. I'm going to go with the upset. I'm going to go with Maxine Dupree to beat Becky Lynch because why not? I think Maxine deserves a chance. I'd give the belt to someone who's not a so-called main event woman. Second of all, I can't stand Becky Lynch, so yeah, maybe she can take some time off and go and be with her husband, because that's all these people do. You look at people that are considered like top people in the company, whether it be your Rollinses or your Reigns or your Codys, they just constantly take fucking time off. And you know, it's been about 2 weeks since Becky Lynch had any time off, so I wouldn't be surprised if she disappears for a while. So I'm going to go with Maxine Dupree to beat Becky. Nikki Bella will just challenge Stephanie Fakir for the title. And who knows, maybe John Cena will have a challenge. Maybe somebody will call him out. Maybe somebody will take him off of the IC belt. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if John Cena... I'm kind of thinking John Cena might lose to Dominic Mysterio. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. We'll have to wait and see. Could it be an automatic rematch? I mean, maybe. Or do they want Cena to have the belt going into his final match so he can, you know, pass the IC title to someone? That's a possibility as well. We'll have to wait and find out, guys. But unfortunately, I don't really want to wait. I don't really want to find it. It just isn't very good. But let us know what you think down below. I'll catch you later on for the review. Hopefully it's better than we're anticipating. But yeah, you know, wrestling sucks. It gives you shit shows after shit show after shit show. You can't expect us to be excited. If you've given us nothing but garbage for years, then you can't expect us to, you know, be optimistic and hope for a good show. Because time and time again, we're disappointed. Even when we think we could get something good, we're 9 times out of 10 left disappointed. So yeah, Raw tonight probably be no different. But we'll see. Who knows? Till next time though, hit the like button, guys, and peace.